Hello, everybody. I know this was not planned because I didn't announce any live Facebook, but I'm ready if you want to speak with me or if you have any questions. Uh, I'm here for you today on Sunday. It's around 4 something in the south of Florida. The weather is beautiful outside, but I know I have a lot of friends all over the world. So probably some of you are somewhere in Europe. I say hello to all my friends that are reaching out to me. And this is my fan page. So of course, this is my account in which I speak with you in English. So hello to all of my amazing friends. And write me your questions. As you know, I'm here because I need to see if there's something important I can do for you. But the theme today, because I always have a theme, is the connection that exists between your health and your relationships. You know, I love talking about relationships because they play such a significant role in our life. You know, the word relationship comes from the Latin word relatio, which means to restore, to establish, to heal. So from the very beginning of our lives, since the day we are born, we are in relationship with ourselves, with the world around, with the people in our lives. So we establish relationship from the very beginning with our family members, with siblings, of course, with parents. In school, we establish relationships. So what does it mean? It means there is such a connection between our emotional state of being and the people in our lives. Now, many times you are upset because and you experience negative feelings like anger, jealousy, disappointment, even hatred, because somebody did something to you. So all those emotions can be in relationship with the people in your life. So there is a connection between your emotional system and the people in your life. So there is a connection between your relationship and your health. So let's say you don't feel good, you suffer, you have an illness. That's going to put a lot of strain on the relationship with your partner. So if you're not okay, your love relationship is going to suffer, your marriage is going to suffer, and the other way around. If your partner is not healthy, the same thing is going to happen. So how important it is that you take care of your health, so indirectly your relationship is going to flourish. So this is pretty much what I'm trying to address. But in order for you to be in a perfect state of health, it's important for you to process emotions. The problem with us is that we don't process feelings. We try to bury them. So if you are frustrated, if you are angry, instead of feeling the pain, instead of talking about your emotion, instead of eventually going to a therapist and trying to address the issue, you try to bury those feelings. And those feelings don't go away. They stay within you. They like a disease that needs to be treated. So how important it is, you know, I see somebody writing me about Rafael Correa, who gave the characteristic of the president. Yeah, I remember predicting. I just moved from the topic into the prediction of Rafael Correa. I actually predicted Rafael Correa in 2003. I had an office on in New York on Fifth Avenue. I'll always remember. And there was a lady from so it was the station from Telemundo who came to my office, and it was a lady from America Vive, and she came and she asked me, "Have you heard of Ecuador?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Can you tell me who's the next president of Ecuador?" And I will never forget that, because that was so interesting to me. I've never been to Ecuador, and I started telling that lady that the president is a tall man. She looked at me, she said, No, we short people. We are not tall people in Ecuador. And I said, there's a man with an R name, and he has 3 kids. And the woman looks at me. He said, there's nobody like this in politics. So for you who are writing me about Rafael Correa, I can tell that that was quite an interesting experience for me. And then guess what? I remember that America Vive, the station in Ecuador, used to play that tape. And then I got a phone call from the president of Ecuador, who was telling me that I'm invited at his inauguration because I indirectly made him president, because that tape was so many times played on that TV station, and the prediction was years before it happened. Anyhow, so this is quite interesting, how prediction works. So, but I was talking about the fact that you need to process emotions. So if you want to be in a marriage, because some of you are talking, I will respond right away. I'll respond to your questions in a minute. So I'll respond by giving you answers to everything you need to know, to as many of you as possible. But please, when you feel disappointed, when you feel down, when you feel sad, when you feel upset, when you feel overwhelmed, whatever emotion, especially negative feelings, we have a lot of dominant negative feelings. Try to process them. Don't live with emotional overload, because, you know, if there are too many emotions, you know, they will actually create unbalance in your system. So when you are overwhelmed emotionally, you end up becoming self-destructive. This explains so much depression in this world. We live in an epidemic of people taking antidepressants, because we live in a world that complains of being depressed. We're in a depressed world. I mean, you watch television and you see all this killing that is happening in school, and you see all this drama going on, and how not to be depressed. But if you process feelings, if you process emotions that are negative, you will be able to deal with them. And you're able to keep your spirit up, and you're able to replace the negative dominant emotion with the positive emotions of being joyful, being happy, being content, projecting something positive. And that's why for me, prediction play a positive role in a, how should I say, powerful way. Because if you predict something, you put something in motion, so you open the door to a possibility that is good. That's why make sure you receive always a positive prediction. You don't need anything bad to be told that something bad is going to happen. Always look for people telling you how you can open door to possibilities instead of projecting something wrong. So that's why predictions are psychologically impacting our mind, the way we function, the way we think, the way we exist, have a lot to do with the ability to anticipate things. You know, it's important to live in the moment, but it's very important to see what to expect, to open to the world of possibility, to the world of expectation. And whatever you need to deal with, you need to deal in the present. Whatever emotions you have, whatever situation you are going through, let's say you go through a divorce, that's very difficult to deal with. Make sure you process your feeling. Make sure you don't take things personally. Make sure you don't self-destruct. Make sure you don't get overwhelmed, and you put the thing in motion, and you tell yourself every single day, the day will come when I will be happy that I divorced, because somebody better will come in my life. So this is all about attitude. Life is your own attitude, you know, empowering you, because nothing can hurt you more than your own attitude. I can see that Julian Nicoletta is asking me about is giving me her birthday. Now, she's January 13. You're actually, I can tell you, because your birthday just happened recently in January. you're going through what is considered personal year 7, which is the year of reflection. I don't recommend the major decision during 2018, but you will enter a karmic year as of 2019. So project things from now. Take this year as an opportunity of eliminating, cleansing. In life, we have to go to ritual of releasing, cleansing, getting rid of, because if you don't get rid of a lot of stuff in your life that you go through, because you accumulate baggage of situations, circumstances, actions, if you don't get rid of that, the chances are you get stuck. So Julian, I tell you, if you feel stuck, let me know. You can feel free to write me about this and tell me if you are experiencing any of this. I don't know if you guys still can watch me because I don't see your comments coming in. I think you are. Okay, I really, let me know, write me to see whether my computer is working properly. Maritza Isola, any message would be appreciated. I love you, Maritza. All I can tell you that you are in a karmic year 4, which is the year of stability. Now, when you think of the element of 4, the house has 4 corners, is the 4 level of creation, the 4 elements of nature, earth, water, fire, air. So the 4 letters of the Hebrew alphabet. So there are four letters of the 4 elements of creation. So the physical world is based on those 4 elements. So 4 means stability. You ground yourself during 2018 till the end of the year. You can build a home till the end of the year. You can build in your personal life. Get prepared for a child in the next year. If you don't have, you still want to have, if you still want more kids. So this is powerful for you. Very important year, very significant for you because it creates the basics of a lot of opportunities that will follow in the next 2-3 years. Now, Claudia, you asking me, you born August 12. As of August, you're traveling. I don't know if you plan to go overseas or you have a long trip, the second part of the year, right around your birthday to the end of the year. I will ask you if there's somebody in your life with a name with starting with Daniel or David, because there's somebody with this name that I think will be very powerful. Andrea, you asking me if I see a marriage? Absolutely. For how long? Well, marriages are meant to last, but we live in a society and in a world when people divorce relatively quickly. I mean, you see more divorces than ever. Like you see people getting married today, divorces a year later, 5 years later, 7 years later. And it's like an epidemic. If you go back to generations before us, my grandparents, my grandparents, they didn't know about divorce. All they knew and the way they were raised is they have to stick with each other no matter what, for good and for bad. Now we don't embrace the same mentality. More so, what I'm listening right now from the young generation is I don't care about a wedding. I don't care if you get married for real. I just want to stay with somebody and be happy. This is what I see. I don't know if you agree with me, but I talk to a lot of people morning and night for years. And I talk to the young generation, and I love the young generation because they bring with their own beliefs into the world, and they're the future of the world. And what I get from them is what matters most is to be happy with somebody, not so much to have a paper or to make a big fuss about a wedding and then divorce 2 or 3 years later. So that's what matters. Now, so Andrea, just to summarize this, yes, absolutely, I do see a marriage. Now, Gabriela, you said that I love you, my Gabriela. I love you with all my heart, and I appreciate you as much as, with all my heart as you send me all your appreciation. It goes back to you 100 more. It's always good to receive and to give back much more strength. You know, when you receive something, give it back. Never keep it for yourself. It's very important to give back to the universe if you can. Yes, you can see me, so that's perfectly fine. I was worried for a second because sometimes my computer is not working properly because of my internet in Florida not being that great. So Elena, you're telling me you're very stressful because of your exam. Well, I don't want you to be stressed. It's exactly the theme of my discussion, that stress, anxiety, excessive emotion, negative feelings, they are blockages. When you stress, what happens in your body, your hormone, adrenaline, you know, in the brain will go to the roof, your heart will speed, you will not function to your potential. I don't want you to be stressed. I want you to relax. And how do you relax in life? By breathing. Practice breathing exercises. Inhale, count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. So it's called mindful meditation. Meditation is actually created for you to learn how to allow the brain to connect. The brain has different parts that need to be put together. The different parts of the brain, they need to connect. So it's very important for that connection to be established. So I'm saying all of this because I don't want any of you to be stressed, to be overwhelmed, to be self-destructive, and to develop diseases, because emotions, what emotions do, they affect us. You know, the emotional system is, you know, if it's uncontrolled and if it's negative, it goes at the cellular level and affects the cells in our system. So we can easily be sick. You see a young generation with a lot of autoimmune disorders, like autoimmune disorder, type 1 diabetes, lupus, Hashimoto disease. We haven't had this in my generation, haven't experienced this. The young generation is experiencing this. What does it mean? There's a lot of stress, there's a lot of pressure. There are a lot of there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of sadness, and we need to control this. We need to process feelings, we need to talk about it. Talk to your own self. Talk to your friends about how you feel and understand how you feel. There's nothing wrong about talking about your feelings. Rukugalu, thank you, Carmen Harra. I love you, my dear. Mirella, you born 8/15. 73. Do you have 2 kids, Mihaela? Do you have 2 kids? I'm asking you, and feel free to call me back, to write me back and let me know whether you have them. You are in a year which is very good, actually, because it's a very calm year. You know, we need sometimes calmness. We need peaceful years. You know, there are years in our life that are karmically free, that years that we have no karma. And there are years where there's a lot of karmic episodes hitting us back and forth, episodes from the past that are coming to us. Well, I want you to know that you're in a free karmic year, which means there's no overwhelming you know, emotions to you. So this is very calm and stable till August. Then you go to a period of reflection, and I want you to tell me if you have an elderly parent, because from the summer on, you have to pay attention to the well-being one member of your family. Now, this is not a negative thing. This is a prediction that is meant to warn you, be careful, do something about it. To my understanding, predictions are meant to prevent. Guslova, Durova, good meeting, Carmen, lovely to see you. Still no change, January 67, any idea, January 5th. Now, you are in a karmic year. Wow, this is good. Kulsova, my love, so this is a good year. Now, sometimes change don't happen when we want them to happen, because we're not working on making them happen, because we're working on some other stuff that we still carry. But let me know if there's somebody in your life that you need to connect with, or there's a person of the past, because when you're in a karmic year, people from your past might come to you, back to you, to reunite to you. Sandra, you said that you care. I know you care, Sandra, and I care about you a lot, and I love you. Feel free to send me whatever questions you might have. I do see you having a year of a lot of satisfaction and a lot of good coming to you, especially the month of April. I don't know if you have anything relevant. And Sandra, do you have a daughter? I'm going to ask you about her because somebody young comes to my mind. Julia, best place and time to move. It's fascinating that I should say the time to move is the sooner the better, Florida or South Carolina. Well, you know, here is you, because you're in a territory where you're very close. I personally think you'll probably like it more Florida, but there's a sign of me that says you might be tempted to go to South Carolina because of reasons that have something to do with location, environmental, probably, I should say it's very possible that there must be a reason that is monetary that might influence you. And that's very, very relevant. Sandra, you're asking me about your boyfriend. Yeah, you getting married, Sandra? Invite me. Invite me to your wedding. It's gonna be beautiful, and you are so beautiful. And he's good. And June 10th, that gives you. I mean, do you plan to marry before June? Because it's interesting. You're in a karmic area, which is perfect for marriage, actually. And I think that would be so. Time to marry will be now to June. It's not that after that is not good, but I don't want you to marry in the year 9. I prefer for you to marry in the year 8. If we just think of the calculation, nothing else. Elena, do I see kids in your life? Absolutely. And actually I see 2. And they meant to come into your life. And I won't be surprised if you will just let me know, and feel free. You always, I beg you, if you can write me back, give me that pleasure to know that what we've talked, you know, came through to you, because that's, for me, it's like a celebration. I'm celebrating with you. I'm feeling with you what you feel, you know, so I'm integrating myself into your life, trying to bring that good energy and breaking through things, you know. Kimberly, April 19. Kimberly, you are in the year 6 as of now till April. Any big change that I see this year? A lot of changes right away, Kimberly. And then there's a time in your life in which you have to see whether there's something you need to get rid of. But I see a change that might involve career. I don't know, and that's September comes to me, Kimberly. It might be even a change of a residence, but it's completely up to you. Write me if you think I'm closer to something, continue to. So I want to emphasize more. So whenever you see any of you guys that I'm coming closer to something, feel free to add more to the question so you can get more specific. Now, Julia, do you think I answer about Florida or South Carolina, or you want something more? Okay, Lavinia, my love, you need help with your health. You know what? To relieve your pain, I need a little bit help. If your pain is if your pain is in the back, if the pain has to do with also, if you have headaches, let me know where the pain is located so we can find a good alternative for the pain. But I feel in my heart that your pain will go away, and it can be resolved, like in the next number of weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, your pain is gonna get better. Andrea, can you ask for your sister? Absolutely. So she was clinically pronounced dead, but she came back to life. Wow, that's quite something, you know. That's amazing. Alexandra, you have a 10-month baby. I want to know if the future will still leaving her. And she also, okay, that was very fast. Yeah, girls have tight relationship with father. I cannot agree with you more. It's remarkable how girls are connected to their dads and how they feel for their fathers. But I do feel a karmic relationship with you too. If you can, Andrea, tell me more about your sister, because that's so fascinating to me. And I'm just so, how should I say, so excited about reading something so extraordinary, powerful. Christina, you're asking me about your career and your relationship in the future. I see a huge turnaround in your career that might happen right now, especially from now on to June. You have to think more about what you really want, because you have tremendous potential, a lot of creativity that is not used. And think about Sandra, you're telling me not even engaged yet. So listen, you will get engaged. And if you get engaged from now on to your birthday, that is perfect. Juan Carlos, November 15th. So Carlos, you also having a major travel this year, a lot of changes, one after each other. I don't know if you plan to invest in something, Carlos. Please write me if you plan to buy something. It also involves a member of your family. Okay, Sandra, you asked me about your job. No daughter, nothing, but I know happening. But I know happening in April. Okay, so yes, so if you don't have a daughter, you might have karmically a child come. Does this man who want to marry you has a child? Write me about that. I'm just curious. So you wonder if change could be work or getting engaged. I feel like you are getting engaged. I also think that getting engaged involves some other changes, and it might be that your work, your career might indirectly also change. So you've been together for 7 years. You have a beautiful home together. Yeah, this is all, it's all working. So if you've been together all these years, because I feel no opposition in this relationship. Lavinia, I send you love. Luminita, June 25th. So Luminita, you go into a very good year, a year in which you try to get rid of some stuff. Try to clean things around your house, get rid of the garbage. I feel there's a lot of stuff that you still accumulate. Denisa, you want to know about your husband. It can get better. Don't argue too much to him if that's possible. Try not to fight with him. So if you can, you know, Alexandra, I don't know if you have a brother. Write me if you do have, because there's something about a male figure in your life that has to do with a family member. But it's very interesting. And also I feel somebody with an initial like M, Michael, Maria, Mary, something with an M. Write me if you know anybody. If there anybody is deceased in your family with an M, that's what comes to me. Larissa, health and career, there's nothing really wrong, Larissa, with you. I'm not really worried about your health, but I see a major career turn that can happen from now on to March, all the way to March of the next year. But Larissa, are you married? Because there's some changes in your relationship too. So let me know much more about that if you can. Angela, you born March 23rd. I'm by March 25th, so very close in birthday. You go to the year that is actually beginning of a life cycle, which is very powerful. I'm celebrating that for you because this year is fabulous. No love for you, Olympia. No love will come for you. And the man that's coming in your life is born in the spring. And the man who's coming into your life has like an R or a J name. And he's coming into your life. You have to stop believing there's no love and never say there's no love. I don't want to hear these words. I want to hear, yes, this man is coming. Cynthia Rodriguez, You asking me something, Xenia, my name. I don't know what you're asking me. I'm so apologetic. I don't think I understand what you wrote. If you can write me again, February 18, Cynthia. You've been in a good year all the way to February because you're starting doors. Tell me if there's something happening in your love life. Hi, Pat, Haley, my friend. Will your depression, you ask him about your depression. Yes, it has gotten worse. Okay, well, listen, you know that I'm a firm believer that depression has to do with the neurotransmitters in the brain. So I recommend Travacore, which is a natural product, Travacore. So remember, Pat, Travacore, go buy it from Amazon. It's extremely inexpensive. It's made by the neuroscience, so it's very, very well made, you know, by a fabulous company. It's made by science, is nothing, only the natural, there's no other ingredients in it. It regulates all the neurotransmitters. So it's the natural treatment for depression. I don't want you to take any antidepressant because they create addiction, and I don't think you're clinically depressed. I think you're depressed because of your situation in itself. So make sure you can do this for me. Alexandra, I love you. You said that you want to move to another place, to more green garden parks. Yeah, I agree with you because there's nothing more healing than the nature. The nature can heal us. You know, in Ayurveda, the science of life, you know, a way to heal is by living in the nature, by listening to the sound of the nature, by listening to the way, you know, the nature talks to us. And actually it's so remarkable that the nature gave us everything. Every single plant, everything that surrounds us is actually given to us for healing reasons, for us to completely, you know, continue to rejuvenate and feel better and get better. And I want to share with you a story. When the hurricane happened in my house, I had a mango tree, and the poor mango tree was ripped up by the hurricane and was dying. So I almost feel like crying because I feel like trees are associated with us, the tree of life. We like trees, you know, if you think of the body, we like a tree. And I said, I'm gonna do everything I can to save my mango tree. And I brought like 6 people to put him back, you know, and I found out that if you wanna really treat a tree with water and salt, they will recover, because a tree can live up to 1,000 years. But guess what? We can live up to 1,000 years because the human molecule is designed to live 1,000 years. We can live such long lives, but we die so young. Why? Because of all these negative feelings, because of all these negative beliefs, because of the wrong environment, wrong emotion, and because of many of us killing each other in so many wrong ways. Not only the shooting, but there's so many other wrong things that we do to each other. But I saved my mango tree, and guess what? You should see, once I'm going to make a picture and put it on Facebook, to see how the leaves, you know, the tree is starting to grow back. And it's coming back to life slowly and slowly, you know, and regenerating after it was cut in pieces, you know, to save him. But it's remarkable. We have that ability ourselves, the ability to heal. And the way to heal is through the nature. Andrea, it's okay, my sister, she's working. She has a boyfriend, but he's 7. Do you think she will have kids? Your sister will have kids, and your sister will have a baby boy. Alexandra, Sandu, children, absolutely. And children are coming to you relatively soon, in a matter of a year and something. Christina, you will have kids too. Mishu Kata, you asking me about your career. I see a major change in your career. I don't know if you're planning to go back to school or complement your education, but I see you growing in your career better than your imagination at this point. So I promise you a lot of evolution in your life. Agnes Klaus, my dear Agnes, you go into a very good year because it's karmic as of April now, and you're meeting a man who's 2 years younger than you. This man, Agnes, is a man for you because it's karmic. So the karmic meaning is somebody who's meant to come. Something that is karmic is somebody you have to bring in. Karmic relationships are very, 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 very intense. Now, so you will tell me about this, Agnes. So this is your year. It starts in April, ends of April of the next year. And this man, I think it has a J or an M. I'm not sure of his name, but I see him handsome, attractive, a big, tall man, and you will really, really like him. And it's karmic, so it's going to be very intense. Okay, so Cynthia, hold on. You predicted my son when you were filming the show. Thank you. Yes, and it all happened. I love this. I love when it's happening. So Sandra, Miss Carmen, my boyfriend doesn't have a little girl, but my oldest son dates a girl with a little girl who is 4, or maybe it's her. Yeah, there's something about her. There's something about, you have karmic ties sometimes that are not biologically. My sense of looking at life and my understanding of life is that it's not so much the biology. It's not so much of giving physical birth to somebody who maybe sooner or later, even if it's biologically my kid, might not be there for me. And who's going to be there for me, you might not even know, because it's fascinating how it's all karmic at the end of the day. So pay attention who you have a karma with and who you don't, because you sometimes might not have karma with your own biological kids. It's crazy to say something like this, but I really believe there's truth into it. As much as I don't believe that kids not necessarily come in a marriage and they build a marriage, I don't necessarily believe that. Not always, you know. Kids should build a marriage, but it not always it does. So if you don't agree with me, I accept your opinion, and I accept always a conversation with you. So feel free to write me. If you say, Carmen, you're telling me something that I don't agree, that's fine. Let's open a conversation. So Alexandra Sandu, I told you about health and kids. You don't have kids, you will have kids. I promise you that, because I see it and I want you to see it. Now, I put recently a quote on Instagram, on everywhere, on Facebook, and I said, I use the words because what we say, I believe when I see it. So I don't believe until I see it. This is something that we use for thousands of years. We don't want to believe until we see it. But my way of reversing the quote is believe it to see it. Start believing it first in order to see it. So please start believing. If you don't have kids and you receive a message from me today that said, yes, you will have. Yes, I promise. I give the good energy. I put it on my hands and I send it straight to your heart. I will make it happen because it's all in the energy field and it comes from your heart. I want you to receive it and I want you to embrace it and I want you to believe it to see it. So, Gimbali, can you name the supplement from Amazon? Travacore. Travacore, extremely powerful. Travacore, exactly the way you hear it. I'm going to see if I have a pen or something, and I'm going to write it and I'm going to put it on the screen so that you can look at Amazon. And I recommend this to everybody who needs, okay, Travacore, you see? And buy it from Amazon. Is made by Neuroscience. I recommend it because it has all the natural ingredients to help the brain balance, you know, all the neurotransmitters in the brain. So immediately you feel in control. You know, the serotonin tends to go down and then you feel depressed. What we do when the serotonin goes down, we take sweets, chocolate, carbohydrates, and we get fat. No, we take Travacore, you know, and I can tell that's gonna, hello, Geo from England, I love you. Hi, Geo, my angel. So 821. you're actually going to a year 3 of creativity, but you have something to heal during Roxana, you have something to heal during this year till July. Is it a relationship with somebody? Pay attention. What is unhealed? What is unfinished? What needs to be done? Loredana, you're asking about your baby boy, Alexander. Is he healthy? Yes. You've been through a tough time, but babies heal. He has longevity, your baby, not to worry. He has a 26. Everybody have 26 is 2 plus 6 is an 8. Everybody having an 8 in their birthday. They should always remember that's the planet of karma. Planet of karma is that heavy planet that what does it give you is money, longevity, stability, and the ability to break through the difficult times. So a baby who has karma in their birthday, they're not going to die. They will survive the difficulties and the health problems, and they're going to break through and move forward. So please, I was 5 years old. Everybody said I'm going to die. And here I am so many years later, because I myself have the planet of karma in my birth code. And I know that helped me survive in many situations. So I want you to learn this from me. About job, Mirela thought, now you have to fix your job now from now on to July. And I don't know, Mirela, but I feel like your job might come from a company that is relatively big, but doesn't have the headquarters in your area. It's either overseas or from somewhere else. Madalena, I send you million of hearts back. Hearts to you, and love to you, Madalena. I love you. Andrea, November 15th, I think I responded. I'm not sure. But I can tell you that you are at the end of a life cycle right now, but starting a new cycle in November, which is gonna make 2019 a fabulous year for you with a lot of new things. Juana, you're January 23rd. Karmic care, Juana. So this is important in relationship to your mother. Tell me what you can tell me about your mother. Tell me if there's somebody in your life with the name Maria. Many kisses from England. I kiss you back, Roxanne, as I said. Yeah, Travancore, Julia. Yeah, Travancore. That's the one. Google it go on Amazon and Google it, and please let me know if you can get it, because it's inexpensive, and any other anything else you need. And if you guys need me, write me at CARMENHARRA, Carmen Harra. My name, one word at AOL. I still have America Online, believe it or not. I have it for 20 something years. I have America Online. But I want you to get it and let me know, because usually after 30 days of Travancore, the neurotransmitters in the brain, the serotonin, the epinephrine, all of them get balanced, and that's what you want. So the benefits are natural, no side effects, and no addiction. So please try it, and it's inexpensive. Kale, I love you. It's good to see you too. Jenny, Arsene, hi, my lovely Jenny. You are in the year 1, actually, till July. So I don't know if you take an opportunity of this year. And Jenny, do you have a brother? But and also there's a man who's deceased who stands by you. I see it as I see your picture. I don't know if that's your father or a brother. Let me know if you can tell me about this. Andrea, I want to do a transportation company. You think I can? Yes, you can. And I think you should do it, because it's going to be extremely powerful. Julia, my pleasure to help, and continue to let me know. Send me an email and let me know about this if it works. Loredana, I love you. And Eva, about a new job, January 7. So yeah, the new this is the perfect time for a new job, actually, Eva, for you. Do something about it right now and see who's helping you. There's a man younger than you helping you with the job. He's tall, he's brunette. And have you ever thought about working? You work for something, you work for a place or a company that is also relatively big. Natalia Poor or Natalie, with children, absolutely. You actually meant to have a boy and a girl. So I'm not worried for you at all. And I think they coming one of each other. And I won't actually be surprised if you will actually have twins. Not at all surprised. Very possible. You tell it, you 2 years ago on the phone, you said, this is my karmic connection. This is my year, January. I still feel stuck. Please comment what to do. No. You're not stuck. You're stuck if karmically you carry something. So when we feel stuck, what we blame is we blame the karmic imprint, the things that we carry and we were never able to fix. We were never able to remove. We were never able to let go. So I want you to think a little bit what's holding you back. So revisit, make a list of all of the things, you know, that you need to get rid of. Now, Erica, you said, I'll let you know if you're going to have kids anytime. So let me know my health, my interest, dream that I'm having in my future decision. Yeah, Erica, listen, you're meant to have a son. And the son is meant to come. And he's just knocking at your door. So this baby is there. You know what I mean? This baby is ready to come in your arms. So meant to happen. You're not changing. We're not changing. Kimberly, a change of resonance. I can elaborate in that because I feel beneficial, Kimberly, a change of residence. So go ahead and consider this. Consider a change of a residence because, you know, we change your environment, we change our luck, we meet new people. A home is an extension of our vibration energy. A change is an extension of everything that we project. Sometimes it's very beneficial to change an environment because you change your place, you change your luck. So I recommend that in your case. I also feel that there's somebody around you who is a lighter hair man, a tall, very attractive, kind of blondish looking man. Let me know. It has an A name and a J. Let me know who that man can be. So Alexandra, you asking me about relation with your husband. Is not in the best situation. I think I agree with you, but I don't feel this would be the time to let go. Write me again what year you're in. So the day and the month and the day of your birth, so I can see if this is a time of reconsidering this, but I don't think you should. I think you should stay still in this relationship because it's powerful and it can be fixed. Sometimes I recommend work on your relationship. Don't let it go so easily. Don't give up. Giving up is very, very easy. Nicoletta, hi, my love. I love you. Thank you for joining me. Rodica, March 25th. So you are very protected because you have 2 times 7. Actually, you have 3 times 7. Oh, that's amazing, Rodica. You have 3 times the number of God, which is pretty remarkable. You shouldn't be afraid of anything. And you have your own beliefs that are intense and powerful. You should have your own church because to have 3 times 7 is not so usual. It's unusual in a way. But you, and you know what? Even more interesting that you entered the year 7. So there's the 4th 7. That's quite something. But I can tell that you are in a time of reflection. I don't know if you were some kind of a priestess or goddess in another life, but you are a very powerful woman, extremely powerful. And I admire you for this. Christy, you want me to speak with you? I definitely love to speak with you. You're born in 99. I love you. You can be my grandson. I have a grandson born in 99. But actually, you are 11. So listen, so you go through a year of a lot of changes. It can be changes in school, decision about where you're going with your life. Don't rush into anything. I see a very long trip. I don't know if you travel overseas with your parents. That's going to change your mentality. And I see somebody with an L name, Lisa, Laura. Look for the person with an L. Nicoletta asking about your divorce, when it's going to be over. I think it's going to be over in a matter of 4 months or 8 months. I don't necessarily want you to put any pressure on it. Let it go on its own without you feeling any sadness or any pain, because there's somebody so much better coming into your life. There's always you have to think there's a reason for everything. Everything that happens has a bigger reason that momentarily you don't see. So Tatiana, you're actually going at the end of a life cycle, but only of your a cycle of life. So you ending 9 years of your life in September. You enter that era, you know. So put some order in your life. But there's a good opportunity with money for you right now. See where you're getting this money. Who's leaving you money? There's a middle-aged woman who wants you for something, and you get paid extremely well, and take advantage of that financial opportunity to invest it. With Sarah, you say about this karmic connection came in 2009. Yes, karmic connections stay with us as long as we're on earth, as long as we're in the physical body. They never go away. Sometimes people that we are karmically tied into, they may be dead, and we still continue to feel the presence and the connection of a karma. Karma survives time, so doesn't go away. Never. When we die, all we take is the karma. That's when you read my first book, Everyday Karma, you open the first page, it says, when you die, that's me saying that. All you take with you is your karma. So that's what I'm confident of. Okay. Marco, Mariana, you say you don't have no children. Okay, you have no kids. So listen to this. So you will have kids. Even if you try very hard. You know, it's interesting. Mariana, kids come when they want to come, not when we want them to come. And sometimes we get desperate and we think there's something wrong with us, and we try desperately. Please don't be desperate, because you're going to have a beautiful baby boy. And I want you to receive this information and fill your heart with this and believe it to see it. Believe it and you will see it. And ask me, you know, to invite me at the event, and I'll come, you know, and I'll be there. Be there with flowers and with chocolates and celebrating you with balloons. I'll be there, okay? Lorena, my love, about your love life, you're very young. I feel that there's 2 people who like you at this point. I don't know if you agree with me. Write me back if you agree. There's 2 guys who like you. I think the one that is, there's one very educated in the medical field. I think that's one you're going to be with. If you don't know him, you will know him. Andrea, you asking me about your mom. Your mom, she's okay. She has to take a little bit care of, tell me if she has sometime a little bit of headache, so she feels tired, but nothing major. She's going to be perfectly fine. Anishwara, tomorrow, Anishwara, I'm doing a Romanian live at 3 a.m. So contact me tomorrow on live at 3 my time. It's going to be 10 p.m. 22 your time. Claudia, yes, you have kids yourself. I beg you to believe it. You actually have 3. They come one after each other. Even if you don't believe it, it's still gonna happen, because they have to come. Relation with your husband, I told you it's not the best, but will be in the future. Yes, it can be worked out. It's about growing your baby girl. Yes, you will. It's better to stick with each other, and it's going to be better for your daughter. So tomorrow I'll be with you on my other Facebook, because I have 2, at 3 p.m. Eastern, which is going to be 22 in Europe, and then we're going to do another live. So thank you for listening to me, and I love you. And my song is doing very well. Súbete Conmigo has 1,100,000 views. Wow, I'm impressed myself. So thanks to all my friends and my friends and all my friends on Facebook, thank you so much for watching my video. I'm super excited because I work very hard, and I think music has no age and no gender and no limitation. And I'm a firm believer that if we sing, we know we keep our soul young and alive and healthy. So yeah, Olympia, there's a true reason for everything. Claudia, babies, I told you, yes, you will have. Please don't, in life when see something don't happen, please don't be desperate, don't be afraid, and don't be scared. I process the emotions of fear, of being scared, of, process them. And again, if you like this live and you want to share it with your friends, please share this video, because this is the way we have, we send information to other people, or you can listen to it again whenever you think you want to benefit or you want to help any people. It's good to share this video. But I love you. Mwah. I adore you. God bless you. Stay healthy. Process your feelings, your emotions, and do what I said. Believe it to see it. Believe it. Believe in the goodness of your heart. Believe in you, in yourself. And give everybody the benefit of a doubt. Don't fight, don't argue. Let go of all the darkness. Live in the light. And may God bless all of you. And thank you so much for watching me. And I adore you. And tomorrow we'll be together again, 3 p.m. Eastern. And it's going to be 22, mâine la 10 seara. Vă aștept live pe face-ul meu de limba română. Vă iubesc. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching me. I adore you. Mwah.